Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. Today is finally the time of my favorite fragrances for the month of August 2016. So it is it's the beginning of the month. I'm kind of hot. And yet, a week has passed since August initiated or began, or more or less, a bit more than a week actually. No, exactly a week. But I already am using a lot of fragrances that I haven't been using in July. Some of them, yes, but my favorites for now for August, they might change in a week or two. But for now, and I'm sure it's going to be going on for at least another week. So let's say for the 15 days, but August in general, whatever. So would be these perfumes. I begin with the fragrance I put on in the morning when I wake up to go to work. Chanel Chance Eau Vive in its 100 milliliter spray form. This is Eau de Toilette. It only exists as an Eau de Toilette. Now, I bought this one the second it came out. So when it came out, it only existed in 50 ml and 100 ml. But as of now, it also exists as a 35 ml and 150 ml spray. I wish they had the 150 back then, because now we're getting to the second perfume. Second favorite. Oh, by the way, if you want to check out the review of Chanel Chance Eau Vive, go to the description box underneath this video and you could find my review of this fragrance. You can also find a review of Chanel Chance Eau Tendre in the description box down below. Now, this is the 150 ml version, so you can see the difference in shape and size. And I do, the second Eau Vive is empty. I'm going to get the 150 ml version of it because it's so amazing. Now, this is my day fragrance. Actually, it's a bit more complicated than that. Let's just call it, rather than morning, it's more the day fragrance. And this is the evening fragrance. Evening as in late. I don't know why, because, it's definitely a day fragrance, but I'm just telling you how I'm using it and how I am preferring to use it as of now. If I go to the movies like 11 p.m. or something like that, really late, or late dinner, that's when I love Eau Tendre. It just gives me that fresh night sort of vibe. If that makes any sense. But now moving on to the third fragrance. And now the third fragrance is actually what I love to do in the morning before I go for Eau Vive. That would be Chanel 1932. Now you could check out the review of this one also in the description box down below. I have a torn relationship with 1932. It's a love-hate relationship. At the moment, it's only in pure love. I don't know what it is, but since 2 weeks, this fragrance has me locked in like crazy. I don't know why, but I'm just totally absorbed by it. And if I have to wake up early in the morning to go to work, then I bathe in this. I don't take it with me because it's a 200 milliliter spray, plus it has a paper sticker on it. I'm afraid of, rubbing it off, or I don't know. Anyway, so I would literally full on body spray in 1932. And then as the day progresses, as the fragrance slowly kind of fades away, let's say around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., I would start refreshing myself with Eau Vive. And yes, this video is not just about my top 5 fragrances for August, but it's also to tell you that I layer these particular 5 fragrances almost on a daily basis. And to me, it plays out perfectly. I don't layer them at the same time. They're used progressively throughout the day so that the base note of one kind of emphasizes the top notes of another one. And that sort of game is what I really like to play at the moment. So Chanel 1932 is the morning, we get Eau Vive, and then late night is Eau Tendre. But what's in between 3 p.m. and 11 p.m.? Well, between 3 p.m. and 11 p.m. is my fourth favorite for the month of August. That is COCO NOIR. In its eau de parfum form, I do have this one in 100 ml version as well as 50. This is 100 ml. Then there's a 50 ml, which I also have. And I have the Pure Parfum. But the Pure Parfum is not really August to me. COCO NOIR is a fragrance I always begin to use in August in a cycle of a year. It was released in 2012 in August. It is the month of Coco Chanel. By the way, Chanel, if you're listening to us from far and beyond and above, it's almost your birthday, girl, the 19th of August. Don't forget, betches, we have to celebrate. Anyway, so I have the 50 ml when I travel. The 100 ml stays at home. I do wish that Chanel would make a COCO NOIR Eau de Parfum 200 ml bottle like they do of, for example, I have it here, Chanel number 5. You can see the difference in size. Super difference in size. And but I do think, and I have a sneaky suspicion, that COCO NOIR isn't selling very well. Now, why do I have this sneaky suspicion? Because whenever you check out Chanel's website, their fragrance section, or if you go to another website that sells, an authorized dealer of Chanel fragrances, you're going to notice that they have COCO NOIR at the bottom of their Chanel fragrances list. It's either COCO NOIR or Cristal. They kind of, or number 19, but usually it's them three alternating themselves. And that's not good, because that means that the fragrance isn't their tops. Yet number 5 is always on top, followed right there, neck and neck with Coco Mademoiselle, because those are the two best sellers. And everything else progressively goes down, and then COCO NOIR is usually last with Cristal. So I do think that they're not making a 200 milliliter bottle of it because they think it might not sell. But could you imagine the glory of a humongous black Chanel bottle instead of 100 ml, 200 ml? Ah, to die for. Anyway, that's number 4. Now, number 5, pun intended, is number 5. But in its pure parfum form. Now, you know that I'm crazy for the eau de toilette. I've been using it all summer. Half of my bottle is already full. Yeah, it's still full. Half of it is still full. Half of it is already empty. And you could check out the review and description box down below of the eau de toilette, as well as a general Chanel number 5 review. However, as of now, the parfum is like super hypnotic to me, because it stays very close to the skin, and yet it lasts for hours and hours and hours. The dry down is just majestic. It's abstract enough for you to never really grasp it. You do have those flowers in there. You do have that sandalwood, that ylang-ylang. You have the powdery note, but it's warm, and it's like a drug, and I'm totally addicted to it. So this is the key to unite the other 4, because as I said before, the other 4 kind of, the base note of one emphasizes and enhances the top note of another. As one kind of fades out, the other one kind of comes in. Except for this one, because this one is the trick for me. This one is the layered version. This is the one that kind of goes throughout the entire day. It goes on a particular part of my skin. It goes right there. I put it on this morning. Let's put some more on. Just to show you how, you've been asking me also how to put these stopper fragrances on. Of course, you have the stopper, which you could use to, tab or dab behind your ear or here or whatever. Yeah, I do that if I go full on fragrance, but since I'm using this one for a particular reason and purpose, I literally go for it. I mean, it's hard to put fragrance there. So I would just, this is super dangerous. You got to kind of really time it right. And you flip it over, you get some of that liquid out, and then voila. Oh, a lot came out. Okay, so then whatever is left on the bottle, I kind of wipe it clean, and then I go on the clothes with it. You should never break and damage the molecules of the fragrance on your skin, but just to clean the bottle is fine. Let me just clean this as well. Now, this one I've had for many, many years, so it's a little bit stale. The liquid is a little bit off, but just in the head notes. The head notes are super, super aldehyde chemical, aggressive, but then as soon as the top notes evaporate, like as we start heading towards the mid notes and the base notes and the heart notes, it blossoms to its full potential, which is the true heart and base the roots of Chanel number 5. Those are intact, haven't been altered at all. I put it here. Now, nobody that really knows perfume would ever tell you to kind of spray fragrances here, because this part of the skin kind of doesn't, there's no blood pulse really up there, not so much, and fragrance tends to kind of evaporate quicker there, not to stay close to the skin. It doesn't really happen with me. Why I put Chanel number 5 Pure Parfum here as I'm mixing it with these other fragrances, because if I'm on the computer, right, typing, and I'm on a desk, my hands would always be, this would be kind of rubbing either the computer or the keyboard or the desk or the clothes, but this part of my body never touches anything. And also, I don't have to spend the whole day sniffing it like this, but I'd rather just lift my arm and get my fix of Chanel number 5 throughout the day over and over and over and over again. Because this fix of Chanel number 5 balances out all these other fragrances. Oh God, I can't even lift them. They're so huge, the bottles. There. So Chanel number 5 balances out these babies here because it's as if all of these had Chanel number 5 in them somehow, some ingredient in there, which is typical Chanel, and you smell it out immediately, you know, returns like that Chanel 5 heart and DNA is in all of these as well. So what I do is I bathe with this one after showering in the morning all over. I refresh myself 2-3 p.m. with this one, there, back of my head, and 3 sprays here. Maybe I'll go here and here. Then after that, let's say from 5 p.m., 6 p.m. onwards, Coco Noir, just here and maybe there. I don't really do the chest area anymore. Chanel number 5 throughout the day. I have my little sprayer, 7.5 milliliter spray bottle. That one, it's a spray, but it doesn't do a whole like cloud of spray around you. You could spray it quite close and then, you know, in a radius that is very tight on your hand, and I would spray it there. So the Chanel number 5 throughout the day here, and then we end the night with Eau Tendre, which also goes on the chest, here, at the back of my neck. And then, and just because I always break the rules, of course, these are 5 fragrances, but it won't be super Dacob if it would be only limited. It ain't limited. We ain't limited. We beyond that, girl. So we go for HERMÈS. Now, it is summer and very hot, and it can be also very humid, and I love hair mist, especially for the summer. And I use these two. So Chanel number 5 hair mist and Chanel ALLURE hair mist. The ALLURE, I use a bit less than the number 5 because the ALLURE, to me, and I don't know why, like psychologically, we would probably have to ask Freud why that is, but ALLURE gives me this, I wear it when I feel introvert, when I feel like I want to be closed in myself. And that doesn't happen often because when the type of work that I do and the type of interaction that I have with human beings on a daily basis is so much that I have to be in the moment and I have to interact a lot with people. So this one, mostly when it's my like alone day. When I'm on my own, when I don't have to work, this kind of ends up being in my hair. Otherwise, it's Chanel number 5 because this is like champagne. It's bubbly. It smells very similar, even perhaps more intense than the Eau de Toilette, but very similar to the Eau de Toilette formulation. And I love the mist coming out of this, guys. Look at this. Look how much mist. This vaporizer literally creates like a cloud of minuscule microscopic particles of perfume. It's just divine. I actually wish that the actual Eau de Toilette would also have this sort of misty vaporizer. Look at that. I don't know if you could see. And I bathe in this shit. Whew. My hair is super happy. Yes, mama. Okay, Chanel number 5 hair mist. Chanel number 5 Parfum. Eau Tendre 1932. Ooh, I'm loving it. I'm like a total high. Yes, my name is Dacob. Yes, I have a problem. I'm addicted to perfume. And yes, in this case, it's Chanel only. Now, July was a mix of different brands. June was only Chanel. And I have to say, August, again, is all Chanel. Now, I'm just being honest because these perfumes make me feel super comfortable. They make me feel super happy. They make me feel super confident that the day's going to go well. And to me, they smell so different from everything else out there. Like, Chanel perfumes have a very particular approach to fragrances in general, to like combination of molecules, than all the other mainstream or niche perfume houses. Chanel always takes the cake for me. I know it sounds super limiting, but I mean, they do offer you between like, what, how many do they have? I never counted. I mean, how many Les Exclusives did they have? Like 12 to 15, plus all the other regular releases with all the flankers. I mean, there's enough of Chanel out there to, you know, to last me throughout the year, with always having slight variations and changes, which I love. As you can see, August is an organic type of month. It's a month where not layering really happens, but quite a blending from one into the other. And that's how my way of living with perfumes functions as of right now. And that's how I'm living the perfume dream at the moment. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your favorites for the month of August 2016 are, if you have any. And if not, find one, because, you know, perfumes really enhance our moods in the best of ways. Of course, you got to find the right perfume that matches your, you know, skin and everything and mood. So, thumb up this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And remember, no matter how much they look at you and tell you, no, don't wear that perfume, it smells too much, it's too intense, just fuck them. And never forget to forget to never give up on love. Oh my God. I love you guys. Bye.